wanna dance it out. Turn or trend. Spin that doubt. Round and round. Hear that hush in the crowd. Is it just a twist or the start of a run? I'm lost in the gust, but it feels like fun. Oh yeah. Turn or trend, labels bend, riding that swing till the very last wind up and down. Again, are we in a storm or a perfect friend? Turn or trend, labels bend. I can feel it in the air like wind and blow right through. Break and blend. I just wanna dance it out. Turn or trend. Shots on the wall, coffee gone cold.
Spinning on the screen, numbers flash then fold. Hey, hands up in the air, we're gonna win with gold. Hey, phone line ringing, heels on the floor, charts keep swinging, we're back for more. High risk fever, crowd runs hot, buy that shimmer, ride that shine. Win with gold, let it roll up and down, but we glow, dance on the line where the prices explode, hands to the sky, gonna win with gold, win with gold, let it roll, girls in the booth sing go, laugh through the rush when the story is told, tonight, we win with gold. Smoke in the air, coffee at noon, traders all swear, fortune's coming soon. Big swing candle, heartbeats race, one wrong handle, still we chase. Win with gold, let it roll up and down, but we glow, dance on the line where the prices explode, hands to the sky, gonna win with gold, let it roll, girls in the booth sing go, laugh through the rush when the story is told, tonight.
Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's doing great. Welcome to the Sunday night edition of Markets in Turmoil as we basically try to deal with all this geopolitical risk that happened over the weekend, which continues to go and very likely going to be going even more crazy over the next couple of days. We opened gap down 960 to basically 660, 300 points in NAS, and now we're just pretty much buying the bottom at 628. I have a whole bunch of stuff for you guys to use and do. First of all, first order of business, everybody in the room, go out here and bookmark this page, because not only is this the page for all of our strategies, the DOTS trading book, but I put everything on this page that's incredibly useful for you guys over the next the 30, 20, 50, 100 hours that we're going to be trading. First of all, I put in all the new risk calculators, the futures calculators, the CFD calculators, the Forex calculators. So I'm going to walk you through what they look like. Let me just pull the futures one up here right now. And as we're looking at NAS right now, and let's just for argument's sake, we see, we think that 633 is the low. We're at 7. It's basically a 100 point 100-point risk for us, right? So let's just think about this. Let's say I only want to risk $200 on this particular trade, and I have a 100-point stop. Can I trade NASDAQ? I can literally trade one contract of NASDAQ if I want to trade this this bounce right now off the lows. Should we try it? Which one do we want to trade at? 45? Why not? Let's see if I can buy it. Let's see if I can buy the 45s. All right. I'm in, but now I got to actually set my stops and targets properly. So let me go into Tradingview. Sorry. Why can't I change my accounts? Not letting me get into my accounts. Huh. What's going on over here? Oh, here we go. Finally come out. Okay, here we go. Here's my accounts. Oh, look at that. Too fast. I couldn't set up my my target. All right, let me just try it one more time. I'm going to buy here. Again, just one stop, because this is going to this is a I got to give it all the way down to the bottom on the assumption that, this is kind of like the gap open. We're going to try to bounce off the gap, and I have to give myself about what am I in at 13, about 62, 63 on the bounce. Let's see if I get the bounce back on this move. 43. It's a lot of volatility, but you can see that with the calculator that I developed for you guys, I'm able to really size my position as well as I possibly can, right? So let's see if we can pop this up to the 63 level. Running 71, 77. All right, we'll take it. We'll take it close enough for the first scalp of the day. All right, let's look at where gold is at, because now we can look at CFD products and do the same thing on CFD. Gold is just soaring. I should have just simply bought gold right out of the bucket. Gold is up huge. We really don't have any trades in gold. I can't do anything in gold at this point. But we can. Let's put the gold. Let's put ourselves into the gold. Give ourselves a second here. It's taking a second. Everything is just taking a second to load here. On the charts. Oh wow, what's going on here? Okay. All right, let's look at gold. I mean, gold is a trade here. We actually had a buy signal here a couple of minutes ago. Gold is a trade here now. I think, in my opinion, becomes like at least a 67. It becomes like a 40-point risk, 20-point target, right? So let's do the same exercise on the CFD calculator. Let's go over here. I'm going to say, oh man, this is just, I'm going to load everything up here. It just takes so long to load everything up. Gold has the high at the 5,400, and it's turning its way. One of the things I talked about today in the video that I made, which you guys will find very interesting, is what I call the fail setup. So this is a buy signal that could essentially give us an incredibly interesting reversal signal if it fails. But the failure would mean that the candle here is going to close through the lows of this buy signal. And if it does, let's go back to, we got about 47 seconds. Let's go back to our CFD calculator. Let's say here, I also want to risk $200. And what would be my reasonable stop over here on this thing? It would be, if I was short here, it's 50 against 75. It would be a $25 stop, right? So I need a $25 stop. What can I get on gold? How many lots? 0.8 lots. 0.8 lots, which is what I need to trade on gold. So we're going to go to gold, which is right here. Basically, tenth of a lot. Maybe we'll come down a little bit here. 0.8. 0.8. And we're going to trade that with a 2040 if, let's go look at the charts here. If this thing closes through the low to buy, it doesn't. It holds the trend right now. That white dotted line is the Maginot line. If we start breaking, we're going to close below that line on this against this buy candle. That means we might have a little bit of a not a little bit, but a reversal going on. If it starts to extend and start pushing fresh highs, it's a completely different story. We have other things that we can do with gold. So a lot of exciting stuff as we open up the Sunday morning or Sunday night trade. I guess Monday morning in Asia, Sunday night in New York. NAS held, so I bought that bottom, and that worked out nicely for us. So NAS definitely held. Now we sort of just simply hang out and watch everything else. Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? So first order of business, go out there, bookmark the DOTS playbook, because not only is it the playbook that has everything in it, but it has all the calculators and all the other stuff that you need to trade intelligently. Let me know if you guys are able to get that link, the DOTS link, and get everything back. We are trading for our friends at Ola today. Make sure you hang out with them. Let me get you the link to our friends at Ola. They have great discounts now with us at 30%. Oh shit, is it? Are you guys not able to get the link? Is this not working now? Let me see if it's not working. God damn it. No. Okay, so I screwed up the link. Hang on. Now I got to go fix this link. Just bear with me a sec here, guys. For some reason, it's just not coming in. Okay. Let me try it. Let's see if this is going to work now. Got a buy signal in a NAS against that's actually a positive buy. It's a trend buy signal. Okay, we're going to watch that very carefully, see if it's a failure or not. I'm actually looking for it to be a failure, not a. Okay, good. I think that should work now. Let me see if this is working. No. All right, I'm gonna have to let me change my Ola link in just 1 second. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna just do it this way. Okay. Oops. All right, now I think it's going to work. Let me put it up there. Yeah, it should be working. Okay, the buy signal is kind of crawling up. I'm surprised, but NASDAQ, they're buying the NAS, they're buying the DEP. It's going to be a huge amount of two-way price action here in the markets. One thing we haven't even looked at yet, because honestly, I just don't even want to think about it for the time being, is actually gold. Is actually oil. Let's just open up the oil chart here. Let's do this. We're going to do the gold thing, and we opened up really gap wide, right? Big gap here. We're kind of filling it. And we'll watch how gold is trading. You know, I don't know if you guys following the news. Yeah, gapped up 3 miles. Right. It was almost. It's almost like, you know, you want to short the gap if you could, but it's too early. It's not the trade yet. Let's give it some time here. We'll take a look at we'll add CL here, and NASDAQ really holds. Impressive. And by the way, here's a sell signal. We actually have I'm a little bit late to this trade, but here's a sell signal that is, I believe, reversing right now, right? So we actually, oh no, sorry, that's in gold. That's in gold. I can't trade gold with you guys. That's in gold. Gold looks actually super positive here. If this is a sell signal in gold that's reversing, so we're going to go to our friends at Ola. I'm going to trade gold for real now. So that is, we size ourselves up to 8. We're just going to simply buy gold right now with a, which one I'm buying? Oh, why? It's not letting me buy gold. I don't know why. Is it too small? Invalid stops. Wait, what? Why are my stops invalid? Let's make it 1,000. Just for argument's sake, is my gold stops invalid? 535, 549. Oh, it's 1,000. So it has to be. So the stop losses here are $20. I'm in at 49. I want to be at 29. So that's got to be $2,000. Modify. Right. That's actually a 20-point stop. I want it to be a 40-point stop. Sorry. I want it to be 40-point stop and a 20-point target. Okay, modify. All right, there we are. There we are in gold. We're gonna let gold really float. I'm bullish gold. I think whichever way it goes, it's really bullish gold at this point with the geopolitical risk. Gold is acting very nicely right now. The upside, we gapped up, dropped off the highs. I think we'll make another run for the highs. And the other thing that's really making me feel relatively good is the fact here's a sell signal that got a reverse, right? Now, you can also reverse a reversal. That's never a guarantee that's a good signal. But the very fact that we had a sell signal that popped above the high of the sell over here, if we can generate a little bit of momentum, we could make it to 5,400 here. So gold looks most bullish of all. NASDAQ is kind of quiet after that buy signal. Now here, this is where I was actually watching this. Okay, this is what I want to show you. This is the trade that I really like on the future side, if it appears. Where are we? Here's the buy. This is the low to buy. It's around what? 757. If we break that on a closing basis, I want to go short NASDAQ, because if you look at NASDAQ right now, we're still underneath the VWAP. We're still, the gap is huge. We're trying to fill the gap. I doubt we're going to fill the gap in Asia session. If anything, if there's a rally, it'll be in North America. But if we come back down, then we come back down to visit the lows here. So I want to watch this and watch if I see the failed buy where they take out the low and they hold the low. I'm happy to trade it. I'm happy to trade that to the downside. Good evening, everybody. Say hello to me from wherever you are. We're just so busy trading, I haven't even had a chance to say hello to anybody. I have a lot of really cool tools for you. I'll show them to you today, tomorrow, whatever you guys want. Ask me any questions you like. The tools are coming in the from the DOTS playbook, where we have the futures risk calculator, the CFD risk calculator, the Forex risk calculator, which I haven't even showed to you. Those of you guys, I just have to take a second to load it up. The Forex risk calculator is really interesting because these are basically current prices, right? More or less. Let's say actually dollar yen is around 156. The reason why I did it as kind of adjusted prices, is because if we pulled an actual real live feed, it was going to be a huge stress on this web page. But as long as you know where generally the relative price is, let me just sort of show you. Let's say I want to risk $200 on dollar yen, right? And my stops on dollar yen should be 50 pips, right? Over here. So dollar yen is around 156. Click this, and it tells me exactly how much size I can have, which is 6 mini lots. I can do 60,000 units of dollar yen at this position. I can also, now that I know that, I can do euro yens and anything else. I can size any yen position. What about let's say pound yen? How many lots of that? 6 mini lots also. So it seems like everything on the yen side I can trade this. What about kiwi yen? Kiwi yen 6 mini lots, right? So this gives you a really, really quick, easy way to capture or to handicap risk for yourself, and that obviously is super, super great for the future. All right, we're long gold here, getting the buy signal, which is even better for us. We're going to be holding that gold for a while, so it's not like I'm looking for actually 20-point move, so it's 20, probably maybe actually 18 because the spreads here are going to be horrible. What are my spreads here? I can't even tell. What's the spreads in this thing? Oh, it's 500 points. Jesus Christ. It's $0.50 spread, right? So is that right? Or is it $5 spread? No, what the fuck is this? Oh my God, it's a $5 spread. Holy fuck. Are you guys seeing this? It's 55.50. Jesus Christ. No wonder I absolutely have to do $40 stop, $20 target. Wow. It's a $5 spread. That's incredible. All right. So that's why we use the calculators, because they really keep us in line in terms of how much size we can risk given the insanity of the markets right now. Wow. So anyways, we have the futures one, we have the CFD one, we have the Forex one, right? And now we're kind of just chilling out, trying to see where the trades are. NAS is actually looking pretty bullish, if I do say so myself. We have the VWAP, we have the SMAs all dropping, and this is the sell. This is the sell high, which is like around basically 98, 97.25. Yeah. 98. Okay. And if we close through the 98s, that's a reversal of that sell signal. That tells you, I think NAS wants to go higher. Let's see how that plays out. Yeah, Evgeny says spread is saying yours is $20, $30. Is that $20, $30? You can't even trade $20, $30 spread. You can't even trade $20, $30 spread. That's an insane spread. Futures are relatively tight. They're like basically 70 cents, 80 cents on the feuds. So again, gold just keeps trying to hold the bid on the 67. And it's really all about whether they're going to run the 400 here, which is the big level right now for everybody to focus on. Also, I think I got to put the news feed on, just because this is going to be news every 5 seconds, right? So put tweet deck on and put our headline news on there. See how it plays out. Yeah, go. That's pretty funny, actually. Did you see that? Somebody in Israel invented an app where you can scan a barcode and see who's single in the shelter. That's really, really funny. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. So headlines: oil fading, flat dollar, Brent short. Nothing immediate. All right. Wow. So we opened up huge and now we kind of died, right? It's really interesting. Everybody's screaming all this volatility, and actually, we are doing nothing. We just sort of stalled in all directions. That's sort of interesting. This gold climbing. We're trying to get to that 5,400 level. Gold seems to be the really the best trade right now. Nothing else is moving. Jesus, man, look at this. Nas last 3 bars has been last 10 bars has just been a 40-point move, which is nothing in this kind of volatility. Asia session highs at 814, 630 on the lows. Starting to slide down a little bit. I actually want to, I'm going to bracket this so that we don't have to keep them. Guys, come down, please. The dogs decided they wanted to wrestle on a Sunday night. So if you hear these barking noises, it's the 2 munchkins wrestling with each other. So this is the buy. The low on the buy is 63, right? So this is actually probably 60. I want to move to 63. 63. Yeah, we should make this a lot bigger because all this volatility really stretches. So here we are. 63 is the low. The high on this sell. We're basically going to try and just trade this box, see which gets reversed at this point in terms of volatility, because we don't have anything better to do. Gold also just kind of everything is in a box. Everything is just really stalled out. For all the big talk, nothing really moving hard. Oh, you know what I want to do? Let's also we also want. I'll put CL on here. We can watch CL too. Maybe oil will finally become a trade. That would be awesome. We can use it as an instrument. All right, gold's starting to pick up a little bit. We need to see like 590, 390, 395 for that trade on the CFD side to work. Oh wait, sorry, where's my CL? Oh, what happened to my CL? Did we not add gold? CL, crude futures. Okay, there we go. So went to 75, could not hold it, but I'm not a seller here. Actually, it's a great opportunity for us to just figure out. Oh, it doesn't have the gold. We don't have the gold. I need to have to put the gold in. I'm gonna have to put the gold in here. We forgot to add that. Okay, we'll add the gold to the calculator. So I'm not gonna trade it right now. So I wanted to see the sizing on the gold trades that we possibly can. Here's NASDAQ coming down through that red through that white, basically reversing that whole buy signal. 6 seconds left. We got to trade this. 47. I want to trade. Hang on. Yes, sell. Okay. We're on 47. This is probably a pretty reasonable high. Where's this high? The high, yeah, against the highs at a buy, which is going to be right over here. And I'm going to see if I can trade it over here. Let's see if we can make that move. No, we're just like, wow, we are just really chopping up and down. There's no continuity at all today, despite the fact that we had so much. Evgeny says yours is 15 cents. Who's offering 15 cents? The futures market are $1. No, I don't believe that you have somebody who's offering you 15 cents. I think it's $1.50 at best that you're seeing on the spreads. So, summary of events today. First day was very, very obviously positive for the coalition. They destroyed a lot of targets. They killed Khamenei. Looked like they had everybody on the ropes. Today was the first day where still a lot of positive events, but they lost 3 personnel, which is never a good thing. And the Iranians are not capitulating, right? Although they did kill the second Ayatollah leader. And we'll see how much pressure they can put. I did hear on one of the X feeds that the mid-level commanders in the IRGC are threatening to basically walk away if they don't negotiate a ceasefire soon. So maybe there's a rebellion from the IRGCs on the bottom. Regardless, it's going to be, I think, a difficult thing to affect a true regime change. It may be a situation where Trump is just playing for them to capitulate completely, where they don't do any nuclear development. There we go. The short work. So again, I just, I can't emphasize enough how nice, I call this making lemonade out of lemons trade. How nice it is to trade basically your stop is my entry, right? So if you think about this is the buy signal that we had. It worked fine. We took it. But once that buy signal failed, that's sort of like, if you think about it, that's where the stop should be underneath the buy signal. It really creates a very, very strong countervailing flow and gives you a chance to trade the other way. In the meantime, gold continues to pop. Where's our CFD on OLA? It's going. We have a target. Did the OLA tighten up? No, we're still 60. We're 6. Yeah, we're still 5 wide. They're still making it 5 wide. Our TP is 67. So five, 3, 6, 7. So we need to see, we're almost there, 65 bid. So we need to be, this is the bid number. So we need to see 67 on the bid. We almost came up there. How high was this? This was 67.17. We were at 67.58. It came close. Yeah, we're basically having to battle gargantuan spreads, which is why you have to trade very, very wide Give yourself plenty of room. I modified myself to 65. It's coming off. We may have missed the opportunity to bank it. Okay, well, we'll see. So gold did spike out near session highs. The Asia session, I guess, spike was the 540 as we came off of it. Now we're trying to see if we can challenge that. We're going to stay in this. Gold, to me, still looks like a very, very strong buy. It would be a real shame if we just missed the target by a few pips. Let's stay a little patient over here. Actually, you know what? We're not going to stay patient. I'm going to have to move. I'm going to move my stop right underneath here. I don't want to be, if this thing breaks my entry, I don't want to be in it. Oh, you know what we can do? I forgot. Oh, look at this. Close half, move stop to break even. I totally forgot about that. Look how great. I forgot this tool also. Super useful. I made this tool and I totally forgot how useful it is. In this tool, we can literally close half, move the stop to break even automatically. So now I'm at break even, and I closed half my position. So I'm in good shape now. So now it doesn't matter if it goes higher, we make money. It comes back, we're at break even, made half. Totally forgot that you can do that. That tool is available again off the dots thing, one-click execution tool. Get it for free. So you get everything over here on the trade. It's a 3-week war, Ben says. Maybe. It would be great if I could develop a tool for Tradingview. Unfortunately, Tradingview doesn't have an API like that. So yeah, it would suck. That's why, MetaTrader. There's, the most convoluted solution to all of this, by the way, I don't think I haven't thought about this. I'm actually kind of thinking about this, is that you could actually use a trade copy service like Geopolitical, which is what I have, that will let you trade between MetaTrader and TradeOvate. So you could actually make trades on MetaTrader as your master account and have them execute on TradeOvate as a slave. I'm actually seriously considering it because this MetaTrader tool that I made is so good. And none of the other platforms have even half the functionality. It's just a question of how much slippage am I going to get if I execute a MetaTrader and then, it transfers over to TradeOvate. Probably not too much, especially if we're not getting too crazy on scalps. If we're just, if we're starting to do more positional trades. Excuse me. Also, here's my friends at Wealth Charts that we can watch also. So after a big gap down, we're just doing nothing. We're kind of coming back, holding bid here. Nothing on NAS. Gold continues to go higher, so maybe that's actually going to work for us on the. How come it didn't get us done? Did I miss the? Look at this, 63, 60. I need to see 65.58. This sell has to go to 65.58 on the spreads. So 65.58 is going to go bid. 62. You know what we can do? We can sell quarter and just sell a little bit less. So now I'm only down to like 0.3 of a lot. So now I've pretty much sold almost everything, and we can get rid of the rest. And I'm done. Look at that. Look at that. I managed to trade properly, still fucking up with everything else. That's nice. Thank you, my swifty little one-click trading tool, which helped me manage the whole trade. So that was great. We pulled in more than 100 points on this nice little gold trade. Pretty much traded the one thing that actually moved cleanly for us, right? Came in over here. We took the buy. We took a great buy. We took the buy we took the reversal sell off the buy right over here. Let that float. Now we're in kind of no man's land. This is, is this a buy signal? Yeah. Does it extend all the way to the highs? Maybe. The volatility here is so large that I'm not really that interested in trying to find out. On the gold side, on NASDAQ side, it looks like we're coming back down to, wow, maybe session lows. No, I don't know if it's session lows, but we're definitely drifting to the 700 level. And then on oil, which is another interesting trade, I think, here to the bias to the upside for the time being. You have to respect that move. I think they probably do take it back up to 75s. I mean, a lot of the oil situation is very interesting because it all comes down to the Strait of Hormuz, right? Well, Iran effectively has already blocked Strait of Hormuz because all the insurance rates went through the roof, and nobody's shipping through the strait anymore because nobody's going to insure the ships. So effectively, they don't have to destroy the Strait of Hormuz to do this, which really brings in a very interesting dynamic. So that's the play the Iranians are doing against the Trump administration. They have absolutely no military might, but they can disrupt the economic choke point in the strait to the point where, if oil starts to pop up around 75 because you can't ship it, I think, was it like 20% of all oil goes through the Strait of Hormuz? You hold it for 2 weeks. There's a big choke point. Supply is going to start low. That's going to put a lot of pressure on the oil market. It's going to put political pressure on Trump to wind this whole thing up. Or, the other trade, knowing Trump, how crazy he is, he may just, in retaliation, decide to just bomb everything and destroy all of their oil facilities and, seek full capitulation. I mean, the positive trade here is if there is sort of peaceful capitulation, meaning that the regime steps down, and U.S. does the same thing as we did with Venezuela, where basically we own all your oil, which I'm sure nobody in the world thinks is legal, but nobody cares. Legality is who's got the bigger gun, right? So if we do that, if we're sort of able to create a regime change that gives U.S. some kind of a toehold in the Iranian oil pipeline, that's actually super bullish oil. Huge amount of production, takes the Chinese out of the equation because the Chinese are hugely reliant on Iranian oil. Somebody was saying, and I thought this was really, really true, it's not a war against Iran, it's a war against China. If you don't understand that, you really don't understand geopolitics. Question is who's winning. That's the big thing. Iranians are playing the one card they have, which is terrorism. We're going to bomb Dubai. We're going to bomb Bahrain. We're going to bomb every civilian within 1,000 miles of us. You've seen the footages in Dubai from drones and other things that Burj Khalifa got lit up today. I mean, all civilian infrastructure, right? Like just war crime after war crime after war crime. But it's effective because it's creating a lot of fear. I heard, by the way, Dubai airport, I don't know for sure. Anybody on feed from Dubai, let us know, has a big crater in it. So they're really going to have a problem trying to get traffic out of it. I mean, the whole point is Iran can create economic disruption. It's their one card to play, and that's what they're doing. It's a terrorist playbook, right? You can't win. You can't win on the battlefield. Then you just take this, the civilians and terrorize them. But it could be very effective. So longer this goes, the more pressure that gets onto the oil market and everything else. I don't know what the game plan is for the U.S. war plan. I mean, General Kane, who's running CENTCOM, is considered to be one of the smartest guys in the world. So then he must have a plan. I mean, I know that Trump does not have a plan, but he must have a plan. But we'll have to see how that plan develops. So, I mean, that's really essentially where things go. It'll be interesting to see where the play goes. For now, though, it's interesting. Oil, it feels like the dealers just snuffed everybody out, right? Big pump, and then now a little bit of a dump. Matter of fact, it's kind of setting up for our failure. This is the last buy signal, right? I mean, if we want to be playing, it's just that oil is so so difficult to hold. I wonder what the oil spreads are. 72.50. Why does it say 37 in here? It's 51 by 47. It's only a 4.4 cent spread, right? Am I right? 70. It's a 4% spread. What's it on the futures? 2 cent spread. Yeah, that's not too bad. They're actually just only trading 4 cent spreads. So this looks like it's kind of failing this buy point, right? Maybe we'll trade a little bit of oil. Let's see. All right, we'll sell a little bit of oil, but it needs to be much wider than this. And I'm probably going to trade it with a $2, $4 spread, right? So we're in at 42. Stop should be around. Oops, sorry. $2 stop, $1 target. All right, there we go on oil. 1/10 of a lot. Let's see how that plays out. Just basically looking like it, it's just starting to fade. Although I'm honestly kind of surprised. The markets are relatively tranquil because clearly I guess everybody's playing for the idea that they're going to negotiate a truce because Iranians cannot. The regime is either going to immolate itself in the next 72 hours because they're just going to pound every IRGC installation there is, every house of every leader that's left, mercilessly. And so they're just basically negotiating for their life. But if they do come to sort of a ceasefire, that means the strait opens up, traffic opens up, oil starts to leak, and the trade goes down. The air comes out of the thing. But I'm actually surprised at how uninspired oil is this morning. So we have a soft drift to the downside, failure of this buy high to hold. So we'll see. Let's play this out. Oh, sorry. You're right, Cooper. I'm sorry. So but isn't Kane the one that did the, Tony, am I wrong? Isn't Kane the one that did the planning? I'm sorry. You're right. Cooper is the CENTCOM commander. What's Kane? He's, what's CAJC? I mean, I read that he was the one that was responsible for the actual plan. You guys are absolutely right. My military knowledge is about as deep as a thimble. What's CHSC? Is the Council of Joint Chiefs of Staff? Is that what that stands for? Right. Peter, any issues? Just email me. I'm happy to help you. All right. So Cooper is running CENTCOM, but isn't the game plan? Isn't Kane kind of like created the whole battlefield plan? Am I wrong? I mean, that's what I read. I'm just kind of repeating what I read. All the military guys chime in on what you think is going on over there. I'm actually curious. I'd love to know from all the guys who are in the military, if you have any thoughts about this, how it's going, what's going on, everything else. I think we replied to you. Are you talking about? I literally 5 hours ago sent you an email saying I reset your email. Okay, please check your emails. I sent you a note. Oil is slowly drifting. NASDAQ is holding bid. Here's what's interesting. So not only are the lows holding, but we haven't even begun to test the lows. Although, look, it's not even the first hour of trade. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock is Shanghai Open. Shanghai is going to be the gold open. That's going to be interesting. I think the most interesting thing. Look at gold, by the way. Gold actually did take out the 4,000. We should have been watching that. The best trade by far today was gold. Fortunately, we were in it. We took some profits, made some nice money on the Ola account. Don't forget, guys, Ola, please, 30% off, right? I'm just putting the link in right now. Go out there, go get it. Anybody use the calculators that I made for you? Has anybody used all the little tool sets that I made for you guys in trading? Now that it's quiet, give me a couple of plus ones. Yeah, Shanghai Open could be the best. We got an hour to go. We have an hour to go to Shanghai Open. It's relatively quiet. Gold is obviously touching the highs. We're gonna have to just watch and see what gold wants to do. The 5,400 is key, but it's very possible we take out 5,500. It could be just a roar. So for now, now every bias has got to be up. Another buy signal in gold possibly for us. But give me a couple of plus ones if you want to see the new trade journals that I made for everybody. So you don't have to pay $600 a year for a trade journal. I want to give you a little quick demo of the thing. I see one. I want to see 10 plus ones. There's a ton of people in the room today. So if you're new, you want to learn how to have your trades journaled super fast with no effort whatsoever, literally no effort whatsoever. Let me see. I want to see more plus ones. Let's go. And not just from the regular guys. I want it from all the new people. Probably a lot of people on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, come on over on Facebook, because all the links are over here and all the resources are over here and all the tools are over here. So you guys are missing out if you want all the freebies that I have for you. Kane is above Cooper. Yeah, thank you. That's what I thought. See, I'm not as stupid as I look, Tony. All right, Peter, this is not a time to do customer service, okay? I'm trading. I did email you. I'll email you again. I promise you, okay? You can email Boris at bktraders.com. You want my personal Boris at bktraders.com. I'll respond back to you just to make sure you're getting my email, okay? You email me, I email back, say, hey, are you seeing this? And after you say yes, I'll send you all the information. But it's not a time for us to do customer service while 500 people are trading with me. Tony says, yeah, the Iranian PM said everything is fine. He's Baghdad Bob, baby. Francis gives me a plus one. All right. So let me show you. This is literally going to take 30 seconds to trading elucidation. Okay. We're going to go. I'm going to go to Tradingview because it's the only one that I really have records for last week. I'm going to show you my horrible results. Okay, this is the Tradingview trade analyzer. We have one for Wealth Charts. We have one for MetaTrader 5. We'll have for many more platforms. But here's all you do. This is how simple it is. First of all, these are the commissions that Apex charges us, right? I put the standard commissions in here. They're pre-built, but you can change them to whatever you want. You can change them to 0 if you want. Clear to 0. Or you can do 1.04, right? And what was it, 514? I think it was 514 on the end keys, right? So now I have pre-built commissions, right? All built in. All I'm going to do is I downloaded my results last week. This is very ugly. I'm very embarrassed to show this to you, but I'm doing it in the name of science. These are all the accounts I had last week. I traded with you, right? Look at how many accounts? Like 8 accounts, right? Watch and learn. Analyze all files. Look how fast that is. Look how fast everything is happening in the browser. Everything is happening on your side of the aisle. There is nothing in the cloud That's why it's blazing fast. And it tells you everything you need to know. 10 accounts, 186 trades. I had a gross of 968, but I had tons of comms. My comms were 35% of my gross, really, really horrible. Net was 68. Tuesday, Wednesday were terrible. You guys saw me trade terribly. Look at the amount of trades I did. 44 trades, 66 trades. What is that? This was 41. This was actually a lot, but well done. 15 trades, 15 trades. Look how much better it was Monday, Tuesday. Less trades, more. Gives you the equity curve, right? Gives you the equity curve. Tells you that midweek I actually went red on my accounts before I finally recovered and went to session highs, right? Gives you AM session and PM session time of day analysis. You can see that obviously 10, 11 o'clock is the money hour for me. As is ironically enough, the 1 to 2 p.m. and also the little bit of Asia. I obviously make a little bit of money in Asia. So it just tells you where you make money, where you're not making money, right? Gives me all the heartbeat rates, 67% win rate, profit factor 128, which is, passable, but not exactly great. Risk rewards, average win, average loss, max streak. I had a good beginning of the week. I obviously had a good streak. Look at the fucking losing streak. 8 losers in a row. Hold times, average time in loser was 10 minutes, which is just, you could tell that the longer you hold this. But here's where it comes even better. Okay, watch this. First of all, we have every single account. I can see all my trades. So this tells me, first of all, this gives me a summary of this account, 34 account, 220 comms were this, net P&L, not bad. This is actually not bad. But look at the win rate was actually pretty horrible, but profit factor was pretty good. This was a great profit factor. Look at this, 330. But not only that, click show trades. Every single trade in this account is shown to me. So I can see what I was doing. Show me the biggest P&L or the weakest P&L. This one I lost 155. The biggest P&L I won 240 on the NQs. Duration was like, look at this, 20 seconds on a duration. What was on a loser? On the loser, it was, minute 30. But you can see all the losers were, they weren't exactly long trades. They were just bad trades, all the bad trades. Now, what about the winners? The winners, actually one winner was a very long trade, right? So there was some duration. But overall, winners were very quick. It's just basically, if you look at this, 36 seconds, 33 seconds, all the winners, right? So it gives you all this analysis. And then it asks you, you want to take some notes? What did you do? I sucked balls, okay? I'm just writing notes to myself, just being, ridiculous, of course. But you can write actual serious notes. I should trade 25 times or less per day, because obviously the more I trade, the more the more volatility I get. You get like real notes to yourself, right? Whatever. Tony is always right. Right? So I'm writing notes, like, nonsense notes, bullshit notes, whatever. I can write notes, right? Now watch what happens next. Download PDF, generating PDF, right? Boom, 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 boom. Open this up. And now I have a downloadable PDF with my very, very intelligent notes on what I did for that day, 3-1, right? And you can just, you can actually write really intelligent notes and stuff like that. And you have that and you save it to your desktop. So hope you guys really enjoy this. It's a really, really cool tool. It's, again, over here in the dot section. So bookmark this, please. Bookmark it, bookmark it, bookmark it. I made it just for you guys. And the same thing is for MetaTrader 5 and 4. Same thing for wealth charts. Like you just choose, which program you have. And you can actually, you can really analyze, what you did well or poorly. Okay, I'm looking. We missed a few maybe interesting opportunities here in this. How's CL doing? Oh, CL is kind of drifting lower. Are we making money on our CL? Yeah, we're making money. We're at $31. Okay, you know what? Let's go to sell a quarter, go to break even. Why not? Let's go. We have the tool, right? Sell a quarter, go to break even. Now I'm at break even, and we're just P&Ling, which is what I like to do. All right, so oil and gold really working for on the OLA side. Futures are relatively quiet. But I gotta say, I'm kind of impressed at the fact that NAS is holding bid. And here's my next tactical strategy if it happens. 59 is the sell high. If we truly turn, take out that high, I gotta believe we've made a double bottom here, triple bottom actually, and we turn back up. We still have session highs that we can meet. We have we have enough room to the upside. If we can't get up there and hold it, and we start drifting lower, then we look for down trades. But for now, I'm kind of impressed with the fact that we're holding bid here. Let's see what we want to do. We're trading tomorrow. Don't forget, as usual, 8:45 Monday open. Kathy's going to give you the full rundown on all the macro, all the news that probably is going to happen overnight. And we may have a lot more volatility by the time we get to New York. We'll see. People will wake up and this right now. It feels like people woke up and they were like, okay, it's bad, but it's bad and fast. If it's bad and slow, that's where I think you're going to see a lot of negative leakage on equities. Maybe what, Ben? Maybe what? Do you guys like the new layout, by the way? I actually finally had our creative director set me up with OBS. So now you can really see me nice and clean, a nice little shot, square shot. Maybe there's more volatility. You don't think there'll be more volatility tomorrow? I think there'll be more volatility tomorrow. It'll be natural volatility because there'll be more headlines. It's U.S. News Day. It looks sharper. Yeah. No, thank you. I'm trying to professionalize the look here. I'm glad you guys like it. So good evening, good morning, everybody. Who's trading with us from Dubai? Who's hanging in there, dodging the Iranian drones? Anybody? Talk to me. How do you get Tradingview and Tradingview in the same screen? Like the way I have it down? Keith, is that what you're saying? Like the way I'm showing it to you now? It's actually not the same screen. It's a trick. It's a Chrome trick, but it's a very easy one to replicate. So in Chrome, you can do a container within. Let me show you. So you can go. So you go into a tab. Here's a tab, right? You can actually add tab to split view. Like you can split this. So now you have a split view. One would be Tradingview, the other one would be Tradingview, and then you can actually move this around like this, make one bigger, which is exactly what I have here. So this is just simply one single Chrome container in a split view. That's why you have Tradingview on the right, which kind of makes it very easy to place trades off the thing, and Tradingview on the left. So it kind of plays out. All right, are we getting close to my little white Maginot line? Are we at the, what's the high on this? Was that this 53, I think? No, 58. We got to get through the 58 line. Yeah. All right. I don't know what anybody's doing, but it does feel like the buyers want to take it higher. Split tabs. That's right. It's split tabs, Nico. Oh, are we getting up there? And not only that, we're getting a buy signal too. So we're reversing the sell with a buy. 29 seconds left. Got to hold it above the 60. We hold it above the 60. Let's go to. We already did the 47, so let's go to the 52 account. One of the things that and we haven't even talked about. Oh my God, this news over the weekend. Apex totally changed their whole plan. We're going to talk about Apex tomorrow. We're going to trade Apex very hard tomorrow, and we will we'll do that. All right, this isn't holding anything, and NASDAQ is not doing anything. Let's go look at gold. Oh, gold has actually come off the highs. Do we have a trade? We really do. We really do. Okay, we're going to take a small trade on this, but I really like, this is the three dots and drop trade. We hit the highs, right? And we have 1, 2, 3 red dots. So I gotta trade this on the gold side. Where's my gold? I'm going to sell this, but very little, maybe less, maybe just 4s. Sell this on the gold side. Obviously not that high a stop. We're going to modify the stop to 20, right? Bring it down here and modify the target to probably about 700, like somewhere around here. All right, we'll see if that works out for us. It looks like they are, no, they're still trading 5 wide. So because they're trading 5 wide, it's, it's going to be a challenge. This is a smaller stop, smaller target. But this is a setup that's in the dots playbook that you guys have that we absolutely love to trade. Let me show this to you. So we hit session highs. And if we get 3 consecutive dots, this is a dot, you can't see it. 1 dot, 2 dots, 3 dots. That gives us confidence that this is actually a V-shaped top or a V-shaped bottom. We call it, three dots and pop, that's a reversal. 3 dots and drop, that's a reversal from the high. So I'm basically betting on the fact that there's a little bit of a reversal move here. And what we're trying to do is, it's at 88 against 09, which is 20 points. And we're just looking for 10 points. We're looking for it to come down to like around 78, maybe 80 on the spreads. The problem is it's going to be a real challenge against the 5-point spread today. So I'm not holding my breath that this is going to work on us or not for us on CFDs, but we'll do our best on the spreads. But if trading this on the futures, we'd be short here, 89s, stop against the highs, basically targeting 80. Actually could have probably made it on this candle over here, but we'll see. So we'll see if that trade plays out for us right now. NASDAQ still climbing, but not climbing. Anyways, we're still trying to position ourselves for a long reversal. I guess at this point, this becomes the sell against which we want to trade. So if we're going to trade this sell here, we'll try to trade that. See if we can trade that a reversal. If this accelerates to the downside, then we clearly don't have a bottom. Yeah, they have the new rules, like sort of to give you. Okay, I'll give you the. Oh, hold on. Do we have a trade here? So what's the sell on this? The high on this was 47. Yeah, if it clears 47, I got to go long. I got to go long if it clears 47. Okay, so we're watching this. If it clears 47, we're going to go long. The rules are interesting. So first of all, no more renewals. It's like just single buy and that's it. And obviously, that's good and bad at the same time. It's good when those things are going to be really cheap. Like if they're going to be 80% off, then it's really going to be worthwhile to buy those singles because you don't have any renewal risk and everything else, and it's going to be great to trade those accounts for 80% off. Second, you can choose end of day or trailing drawdown. Now, because of the way we trade, it almost never matters to us. So probably we could stay with a trailing drawdown if we want to, because probably the terms are going to be a little bit more favored. Maybe it'll cost less to do trailing drawdown. What is much more interesting is that they got rid of maximum adverse excursion, MAE. So hang on, 39 seconds. I'm just watching this trade. If we hold through the white line, we got to go long. So if because they got rid of maximum adverse excursion, it doesn't matter how much the trade goes against you during the day. As long as you can survive your drawdown and you come back to live another day, you're good, which is huge because a lot of people were getting clipped out on that. The second thing they did that's really positive is they went to a 50% consistency rule, meaning that no single day can be more than 50% of your total P&L. So if you made $4,000 before, no single day could be more than $1,000 P&L. Now it can be a $2,000 P&L, which is much more reasonable and also just much more feasible. It's like if you have a big day, it doesn't mean that you have to spend like another 20 days trying to make money because of consistency rules. So those are really, really positive things. And I'm going to make a video on this tomorrow, so you guys can watch it. Okay, 39 seconds. We're through the 47s. Let's see if this holds. Excuse me. 31 seconds left. Let's see if we can hold this bid here. 20 seconds left. The two things that I think are going to bite people a little bit is that the drawdown ratios have gone down. It used to be 1,500 for 25. Now it's 1,500, 1,000. That's a very thin drawdown ratio. On 50,000, it was 3,000, 2,500. This is just under, so just not good enough for me. Not good enough. That's why I'm not pulling the trigger. Just couldn't hold the bid here. It's a shy buy. So maybe next one, if they can hold the level, basically if they can hold the 750 level or higher, I'll join them. Until they do, I'm just waiting my time here. So yeah, I believe it's 25. It's 1,500 against 1,000, and it's 3,000 against 2,000 instead of 2,500. So not as great. All right, 23 seconds left. Let's see if they can hold it, or if this is just more buying and selling. Natural stop would be around 22 here. So it's a 40-point stop. So it's, you got to give yourself some time here. 5 seconds looks like pretty good. All right, buy market. Oh, we're in. Where's my account? We're at 452. Okay, here's my account at 52. Oh, this got done so fast I didn't even have a chance to adjust my stop. So yeah, see, this is what I mean about like being patient, right? You saw me yapping, not committing until price action actually showed me that they broke the highs. And then when it finally does, the trade kind of naturally popped, very easily. Anybody do that trade with me? Yeah, no renewals, no resets on both. No huge accounts, no 250s, no 300s, right? That's another thing. Like I think that they're basically trying to cap. They're trying to cap like these ridiculous the guys who run and gun it. They've had way too many people who've run and gun it against them, so they're really trying to control, which is fine because that's completely the opposite way we trade. We trade very, very conservatively. So all of these rules are pretty favorable to us. The only thing that that stung me was that they tightened. I did not like the fact that I wish they would stay at 15.15 on the 25,000. But honestly, the key thing there is when you get into the funded level, once you get back to past 26.5, then it doesn't really matter. Your drawdown just stays fixed at 25.1, and you're good to go. What's the question? Power moves. My apologies if you talked about this friendly, but yeah, these are all updates on Apex. We're just discussing the latest possible updates that everybody saw. Anybody take the trade? Anybody take the trade with Nasdaq on me? Nasdaq with me, not Nasdaq on me. Let's see where we are in gold. In gold, we actually. Oh, did we make? Oh, look at this, guys. We made target. I wasn't even looking. Look how nice this was. We went short gold. We took a quarter off, and then we made the target over here. So we're good to go. We had a really, really good day on the OLA account. It was at basically 20,050. Now we're 20,214. Basically made 1% on that account with very, very low stress trades, right? We totally traded this night. Oh, and that was gold. I'm sorry. It was gold. I totally forgot. Where's my WTI? What do we do with WTI? I think WTI we probably got flat. Yeah, we sold half and we made flat. It was gold that we made second money on. Good for us. Sorry, I'm just not paying attention. But remember, okay, so this is what I was saying to you. We're talking about gold, right? 3 dots and you're out. Like, let me show this to you. Let me show this to you in a really, really clean way so you guys can see what I mean. And it's obviously in the document that everybody has a link to. Okay, I'm going to suppress all the Christmas tree labels so you guys just see dots. Okay, so session highs, right? And we hit 3 dots in a row. 1, 2, 3, right? There's no green dots in between. So this becomes 3 dots and drop trade right here. Right here, off this candle, on this candle close. Why is this not working? Fuck. Okay, here we go. Sorry, this candle over here. This is the sell candle, right? Now the stop is against the high, so it's 88 against 08. It's about 20-point stop, and you're looking for an 80 target, and it actually goes all the way down. A 78 target, it goes down to 75. So that trade that we were in on the CFD side actually worked for us as well. We got it done, nice and clean. Good job, everybody. We all the gold trades hit really, really well against all the setups that we ran today. So really pretty cool. I love the fact that we have all these calculators that size us properly for all these trades. That we have really good, solid, structures on setups now, and everything is written down so everybody can refer. And then you also have the analytics with the journal. So we really have like a full toolkit of winning tools here, which is why you should come trade with us every single day, right? Everybody who's in the room here today, hanging out with me. Oh yeah. So Tony, the one thing that John talked about, actually, not to you guys but to us, is that he really, really emphasized this. That if you have any old accounts and you have all those old terms on all those accounts, they will honor them. So like they will never retroactively say, "Oh, everything is new." If you're like on that $250,000 account and you paid 19, it's renewing 19. It will renew until until you cash it or you blow it. So he made it really, really clear. So I'm just passing on his words. So that's good news for you. Really putzing around. Man. Talk about a dud open, huh? We opened 1,000 points wide and then trade 100 points deep here on the moose. Definitely getting the sell signal here, though. I like the sell signal. Let's play this on the 53 account. Okay. All right, we're short on the 53s. We'll follow with this trade. Let's see if we get a little bit of continuity here. Yeah, boom. Nice. We hit that one. Good job. Anybody take that trade? You know why I like that sell trade? Because, yes, I thought we were going to turn. The whole point was if we were going to fly up to session highs after this and we started getting a sell signal, it was like, okay, the buyers shot their load. That's it. They got nothing left right now. And the sellers want to try to push it. The sellers are just, inching, try to hit session lows. It's 100 point away, but they could do it. Also, Asia coming on board, so fresh Asian sellers maybe want to do this. By the way, that also means maybe fresh Asian session buyers, right? Let's see what Shanghai comes. Well, we got still about 30, 40 minutes before the Shanghai Open. But that's about it. And oil fades off. Let's see if there's anything fresh on the news. No panic is that's pretty much the summary. I kind of agree. No panic. Whoever sent projectiles from Lebanon is a huge mistake. I guess it's the remnants of Hezbollah. Jesus. See, this is, I wish I could believe this. Like, I wonder if you guys, the military guys in the room, where is this? What he was saying, entire military command, many want to surrender. If this is true, that really would be an amazingly positive thing for us. But I'm just, it's Trump, so you never know what's true. I wish I could believe this. So who's new in the room here? Come talk to me. Everybody traded the short with me, and they're very, very nice. Very nice. No, the cheap recurring will not apply to them. Oh, I don't know what the dormancy rule is. Yeah, that's actually, I did not look at that one. We want to rotate accounts. Look, I'm actually look. I came back from. Well, Friday was actually a pretty good day, right? I kind of anchored myself, but we're really trading really well by just not over trading, by not just let me give it a try. We're really, really, really waiting for the setups today. So we're doing much better by being patient. Okay, I'm going to go to the 54 account next. We'll see what we can do. We'll run all these accounts. Price action is basically telling us the markets are flat. I think things are going to change by tomorrow morning. I don't think we're going to stay, placid like this. There'll be more news, but clearly, it's like markets have absorbed everything. Small price adjustment, and that's it. That's usually how it works. Whenever everybody is screaming volatility, 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 always the opposite happens, right? Just the nature of the beast. Good job, astrologer. Nice job. He's up 965 for the day. So what? Nobody here is from the Middle East in the room today? Is everybody locked out? I'm just dying to talk to people in Dubai. I want to know what's going on over there. I have some friends of friends reporting that, airport is shut, drones flying through the windows, and people are kind of like, yeah, whatever. They're kind of laissez-faire about it. I guess nobody's in the room from Dubai today. What do you guys think? You think it's going to be a quick, like, I'd love it. I wonder if there's a poly market bid on like when this whole military action will be over. Like, is it? I wonder if the bid is like 1 week, 1 month. You got the new Apex end of day. What was the? I'm actually curious, Nick. What was the price for the end of day? Was it more expensive than the trailing drawdown? Yeah, I should do a poll. You're right. We should do a poll. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll since we're chilling out here. Iran war will last. But we'll do something reasonable. Less than a month? I actually think less. I think it's going to be less than a month. More than a month. Mainly because Trump is like me. He's completely ADD. I don't think Trump can be engaged in an activity for a month. He's just going to get fucking annoyed and bored. March 31st will be a ceasefire. Oh, Trader! How are you, Nick? Trader Nick is in the room, guys. Say hi to him. Hey, Nick. Nick's saying that Poly Market is betting odds. Oh, you know what? I should put the Nick, I'm trying to be very professional here. You know, I got myself into OBS Square. You see, I'm trying to look really, really like I know what I'm doing. Nick is saying the Poly Market is betting the odds. What are the odds though? Like, what's the bid on March 31? Is it like 60 bid, 70 bid? I think it's reasonable. I mean, I just only because. Thank you very much. You are always my best fan. You know, what I was going to say is, you know, that seems to be a conventional wisdom, but I also think just Trump loses attention span. You know, he likes things quick and done. 56 for March 31. That's reasonable. I'd actually buy that. I'd buy the 56 in Poly Market. Anybody, by the way, I'm just curious. This is another interesting poll question. So we'll do this poll question, then I'm actually curious. Who trades on Poly Market these days? Since all of you guys are degenerate gamblers with me. Oh, look at this. We're starting to get the buy, guys. And an interesting buy, too. Kind of watching this turn here. So again, we're going to go back to the well that has paid so well for us today. If they are really serious, let them take out the highs. If this is just another bullshit, you know, dealer move up and down for 10 points, fine. But it does look like, I mean, they can't break. I mean, they're definitely holding the, but I've seen this 1,000 times. So don't project. The one thing we never project, right? We always react. I've seen this 1,000 times where it kind of holds in front of the 700. Everybody gets lulled into thinking, oh, 700 is the bottom. And they just take one single candle. Some guy flushes everything down through the stops. So no projection here. But it does look like they are holding the bottom for the time being. I mean, I will say this, that if they can hold the highs over here, you have to be a lot more confident that this is the turn. This is like the 1, 2, 3, 4 turn back up to the session highs. But I am perfectly willing to believe that they can flush this all the way through in 2 candles and take out the 700s and everything else. And everybody who went long over here is just going to get completely trapped. So all I'm saying is don't fall for the price action just yet. Forex alien. Aren't we all narcissists if you think about this? Trump is just a more raw expression of all of our evils and all of our ids. I think would be way too hard on the man. You know. See a little bit of a turn. By the way, just to let you guys know, the other night, I was working on all these tools for you guys. I was drinking double espresso, chewing caffeine gum, and chasing everything down with espresso, with chocolate-covered espresso beans, which were really good, by the way. Do you think that was enough caffeine in my system at that point? If I was, mainlining cocaine, I don't think I could have been more jacked up at that point. Vito Asiana, nice to have you. How are you? Ilios. So we are just doing nothing. Gold is bullshit. Everything is bullshit. It was a bullshit gap. Everything is fading out. Certainly oil, just kind of holding. in the 71 pattern. Nothing going on. Impressive. 7:30. We'll see how the Shanghai opens up, and then we'll play along. So the other thing is, two can play this game. If they can't hold the buys, we got to be. Hang on, let me just. Oh, man, I'm so retarded. So where's the lows on this buy? This is a buy breakout with a low of 35s, right? So now we got to be at, if we're at the low is 21s. Sorry, low is 21s. So we're sitting at the 21 level here, basically 20 level. If we close through there, we're going to go short. 10 seconds left. If they can hold this to the downside, we've got to go short on this thing, but they got to hold it. I'm not playing the game unless they break the lows here. All right, Shell. Fair enough. I'm going to play the game with you. It wasn't a very conclusive short, but I'll play the game with you. I really wanted more. I went too early. This may have been the one trade today where I'm going to get stuffed. I was not patient enough. Well, we'll see. One of the things you'll see that we do here in terms of running all of our accounts is not only do we distribute risk by obviously sizing, but we distribute risk by portfolio, meaning that we trade every single trade in a different account. And what happens there is by doing that, only one account gets the shitty trade, right? If this is a shitty trade, it's only going to be in one account. We have all these 4 accounts are all green, right? So what the whole idea is, at the end of the day, in a perfect world, we have 10 accounts that are green, but in a good world, we have 8 accounts that are green, 2 accounts that are red, and that keeps the whole portfolio moving forward and forward and forward. That's what we do. So when you saw, when I did my whole analysis and I showed you my horrible Tuesday and Wednesday, or Wednesday and Thursday, what you saw is that despite me trading very badly, the overall performance that week was net positive, right, on the whole portfolio. And that's because we basically segregated a lot of shitty trades into just a few accounts. So that's a trick that we use all the time in trading prop. It's one of the beautiful things about trading prop is that you can have multiple accounts so that no single account absorbs all your losses, which is probably going to do, because I really just, I force a trade. It did not break through the label. It was like a very limp little break. I needed to close pretty much on the lows. We'll see if there's still more juice to the downside over here. But honestly, it's just chop. There is no direction. This seems like any other Asia Open Sunday trade where they're just running highs to lows in a narrow range, and there aren't any really great setups here. I'm just trying to see if there's any fresh news. Maybe let me just go to my own account. Let's see what's on my feed here today. Oh, sorry, it's not. It's in the wrong URL. Okay, what's going on in the feed here? Huh. Well, it definitely looks like it's getting uglier, right? So it looks like a little bit of a slog. So I don't know. Hard to be super bullish risk in this environment. So we'll see. Gold is starting to go back up. And I think we have to respect that trend. We don't have a buy signal here, but it's definitely looking very constructive. It feels like it wants to run the session highs again. Even though when I have a signal, I'm going to take a small gold buy here, positionally. Probably just more. Oh, no. I want to add 2,500. And we'll add, 1,000, I guess 10 points. And then we'll see if we can try to manage this, like, half at a time. I mean, look, gold looks pretty productive here. Oh, look at the spreads. They finally tightened up. Yay. Spreads like halved. That's beautiful. So we're long 68. Target is 78. When we get to about like 72, 73, if we get to 73 on the offer, can I get to 73 on the offer? I'm going to sell quarter or go to break even. Nope, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. All right, we'll stay in the trade. Nasdaq is just trolling, doing nothing. Again, when I get to about, I'm looking for like 73 on the offer. This is a free tool for anybody who wants to open an account with Ola. I put the link in here for you guys. Let me do this one more time. Sounds like I just had the right amount of caffeine. I did. I was very productive. Thank you. This is the link for Ola. Go buy the accounts. Use the code EDGE so you can get 30% off. Send me the note, and I will send you this trading tool. Really, really useful tool. That I, as you can see today, it saved my ass in gold and oil 3 times today because I really wasn't watching the charts. We just we kind of just auto traded a lot of this stuff, and it worked beautifully at controlling my risk. It's called our one-click trader, where you basically every single action that you need as a trader is just one click away, or one key. What's the word I'm looking for? Keystroke away, right? Because every one of these actions is also attached to a keystroke that you can use. All right, gold is like everything else, is just floating, doing nothing. 20 minutes to go to the Shanghai Open. We'll stay through that, and then we'll see if there's any action worth pursuing after that. We're just putzing around. There's just nothing going on here. So the other cool thing about having multiple accounts, especially in this very choppy type markets, right, is that if one of our thesis, what's the multiple of thesis? Thesaurus, what's the high on this? This is 30, right? So if I am at 30 and this thing holds through 30, like really holds, I need it to be like 32, 33. I'm going to go on my other account. And I know that's, some of you are going to say that's not kosher because I'm on both sides of the market, but I'm really not, because I am managing two completely different trades at different entries. I'm not entering at the same time. And I think within that parameters, I'm perfectly okay, especially when I'm trading so small. Are we holding? I guess we held it. Okay. All right. I'm long on this side of it with the other account, with the 56 account, on the assumption that, hey, the sells had no continuity. I think the buys might have some continuity. So let's see if one falls, the other one stands at least, so we can distribute some P&L to some of the other accounts. I mean, it definitely looks like the buyers look a little better right now, but it's all chop. I'm just trying to make the best I can of the very, very flat situation. But this is, it's a legit trade recipe. We took out the highs over here on the sells, just like the sell over here took out the lows earlier. We just simply didn't do anything else with it. How's the gold situation doing? Oh, sorry. Still floating, doing nothing. Gold hasn't really moved a lot, but as I said, we're looking for gold to go up to like 73 offered. We'll lighten up. So it looks like the long side did work. The long side did work on the breakout, right? Which means, by the way, that we should kill the short side. 54, we're going to kill the short side. That trade didn't work. That's fine. So, basically we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 accounts, of which 5 were green today, which is how we want to run it. That's exactly what we want to do. We want to run, 6 out of 5 on the green side. That's perfect. 8 out of 10 on the green side is good. 9 out of 10 on the green side would be excellent. We'll see if I can achieve that by tomorrow. But I'll let you know. I mean, so far that's actually been quite good on Apex. On Ola, we've been killing it. On Ola, it's just been all money. Haven't had a losing trade. Started around, basically 20.50 and now at 22.14, almost 1% on the day. And we'll see if this gold can grind higher for us on the trades. It's hanging in there. But you see what I mean about your stop as my entry? You have to be flexible, and you have to just not be emotional about the fact that, okay, this trade didn't work out, because the trade that doesn't work out, there's a trade that does work out on the opposite side. There's always an opportunity to make money if you're calm, collected, and can reverse your position. But if you are emotionally attached, as I often am, it's a road to disaster. Got to be a pimp, right? At least with your trades. Definitely not with your wives. Theses, thank you. Theses. Guess my theses. Good morning, good evening, everybody. Say hello to me wherever you're coming from. Everybody's super quiet today. Watching the trades. So just kind of a summary on the NQ, which is our bread and butter trade. We try to go short here. I forgot even like why we went short here. There was a trigger here that got us short. It went nowhere. We saw that the short got reversed over here. We took the buy over here. We didn't even know it was going to be a buy signal. We just took a natural buy against the short, and then that obviously worked nicely, and that worked out well. That was like the sixth of a trade. We prior to that we had 5 winners, so we're 5 out of 6 on all of our accounts. And then on gold is kind of fading. Gold is consolidating. I mean, it's not fading, but it's just not trading well. So maybe we've been in this trade for quite a long time. Maybe we'll just get out of this whole trade. We'll just close all, get out of this whole trade because we've had a very, very good day in OLA, and there's no point in bleeding it out in something that didn't work. This trade, if it was going to work, should have worked in the past 5 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. You saw that from my what the hell is this? From my analysis, right? I wanted to show you this. And by the way, this is all free. Everybody can do this themselves. But if you saw in my analytics, where the hell was this? This is what we saw. We saw the average time in loser was 9 minutes, 14 seconds. You get beyond 5-6 minutes, you're not winning. You're just not winning. So just get out. Okay? Just get out. 61 losing trades, and the average of them was 9 minutes. So the longer you hang, when we're trading, when we're scalping, you are losing. And obviously now the winner, now we're getting now we finally did get the turn, right? We finally did get the turn, and gold is now starting to come back down. Oil is doing nothing. So oil honestly is just the most boring trade in the world. I just put it on there because of Iran as far as trading goes. So the buy is really blowing by the sellers. That's it. It looks like a pretty positive move here on the session. We have 15 minutes to go to the Shanghai Open. Let's see how Shanghai opens up. We'll see if there's any opportunities there for us on the trade. You guys following what I'm saying? You guys kind of understand the whole idea? By the way, are you serious? Why is Spirit do you really have your moniker as Spirit Airlines? Do you fly for Spirit Airlines? I mean, seriously. Is it a joke handle? My son actually loves Spirit Airlines. He lives in Florida, and he's in New York all the time. And he's like me. He could literally get on a plane. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten on a plane with a backpack, or like just like my underwear, and that's it. And I can go for 24 hours. So he just loves the fact that he can like fly to New York for like $80 and he won't. Well, he does have like basically half his clothes in my apartment whenever he crashes here, so it doesn't matter. But still, it's just funny. But Spirit, please, seriously, homie, please. It makes Ryanair look like Emirates. Yeah, your airline's handle has a Z. So yeah, I imagine it must have been a joke handle. So session highs on Asia is around 820, not that far away. Where's gold? Gold has just kind of died out. Oil's finding bid here. I still think, honestly, guys, I'm really not an oil trader. I haven't traded this product in so long, like really since Ukraine. I haven't really traded hard. But my vibe, if I'm going to incorporate my own personal biases, I gotta be a buyer on whenever it looks good. It's a little bit under the VWAP right now, but it's definitely holding bid at the 71, holding through the. We also have, we don't do this obviously in oil as much as we do in all the other ones, but here's a trade we definitely like. We like the three dots and a pop. We don't have that quite here because we see we're kind of like intermingling. Let me just get this big. Let me go to the. You see how we have green dots but stopped by a red dot, white dots but stopped by a red dot. What we're looking for is actually 3 consecutive green dots. If we get 3 consecutive green dots in oil here in the 71 zone, you got to be a believer that this is a bottom, and we try to trade maybe 72, 73s on a longer term basis. We definitely have what you saw here, by the way, around the bottom. Let me show you this. Let me show you this with the magnifying glass. Again, just a great setup of ours in dots. So this is a dot. You can't see, but it's a dot. 1, 2, 3. This is 3 dots, right? 3 dots and a pop. That's a legit dot off the bottom. If you were long here, I think we were long here. We didn't do anything here. I should have been long here. This is a 46. I just, the problem is that it was a kind of, I guess it's a sort of a big risk here. Not really. I would have stopped over here. We'd have 40 point move. Would have been a pretty good trade. I missed this trade. This is a trade I should have done. I just sort of wasn't watching it. But we have so many good setups that's the beauty of it. We literally can have 3 quality setups an hour, every hour almost. So there's always a trade to be made. There we go. That's my moniker for the day. There's always a trade to be made. Yeah, Breach says that he loves a 3 dot and a pop and a 3 dot or a 3 dot and a drop, right? I really like those too. That we traded that today on the gold side, and it worked. I mean, the very fact that we caught the short on gold is a miracle today, and that was the reason because of the setup. All right, yeah, we're running it. I mean, I guess they're like, fuck it, Oh, I saw the funniest tweet. It was it was like Khamenei from his grave, and he was like, "Oh, I guess that's what Palantir does." It's a funny joke if you understand AI and military AI. Right, Tony? We have 8 minutes to the Shanghai Open. We're going to try to switch our focus to gold just to see if gold wants to do anything at this point and see how it's trading. So I'm actually curious. What's everybody's vibe on the Apex change? Net positive? No, I did not serve, Spirit. I did not serve. No. Me in the Army is just not a. I actually have a lot of friends who are Marines. Obviously, there's no such thing as an ex-Marine. It's just always a Marine, and I find them to be like the best people in the world. But no, I never served. I was too much of a limousine liberal to serve in the Army when I was younger. You're still holding gold short from the high. Good for you. You got some balls. Did you give up any? Did you shave some of the position? Or are you holding the whole position? Oh, so I was asking, what does everybody think about the new Apex changes? Net positive? I think they are, because if you're just sort of focused on trading, they made the accomplishment part of it relatively easy. And they took out the most important thing is they took out all doubt. I mean, John basically said that if you get to the point where you hit your numbers and you can hit the submit button, there is no review. It's going to be automated payouts, which was the biggest knock that they used to do a lot of reviews on, because they had so many rules that people violated. But now, because they made, I think, the rules tighter and cleaner, it's going to be a lot harder to abuse them. So it's all good. Gold sliding down, which is, by the way, you saw. I got out of gold over here, right, on this attempted long run, and it was this really smart thing. I basically saved us $12 worth of unnecessary stop, and it was all because it was a time stop, and that was all because I had the journals to show me what I did right and what I did wrong. No responses on Apex. You guys don't have any views? Oh, let's see how our poll did. Interesting. So 66% less than a month, 34% more than a month. So the majority thinks it's going to be a short war. All right. Hopefully you guys are right. Let's do Apex. Just one question. Net positive? Net negative? Let me know. I'm curious. Apex does not have a Forex side. No. If you want to trade Forex, you definitely want to trade with our friends at Ola. They got a great Forex product. I mean, they have a great CFD product, which you can trade any way you like. Here it is. You can trade, dollar, yen, euro, whatever you want. Four minutes to the Shanghai Open. Let's see what gold wants to do. Actually, let's watch gold on the CFD basis. We'll see what it's doing here. Oops. Apex made a whole bunch of changes, Nathan. Number one, no more subscription. It's just single buy. Don't be one of those guys. Don't be one of those pussies. I'm neither positive nor negative. I'm neither Republican nor Democrat. I'm neither fish nor fowl. Come on. Take a side, baby. Pick a side. Be Americans. We always pick a side. I think net. I mean, honestly, net. I think net definitely negative. Net negative. The negatives are nowhere near as good as the positives, which is the most important positive thing is just very clean, clear approvals, right? That's, I think, the most positive thing. And then a maximum adverse entry, which is just like one of those incredibly, doesn't affect us a lot because we trade such tight controlled trades, but still anything that swings, against you and then comes back and you're like, oh, you went 30% over from peak to trough in the middle of a trade was just really an annoying rule. They got rid of that. I thought that was really, really good. And the other big thing to me was 50% consistency, which means that you can have one day where you can make 50% of your profits for payout, and and then the rest of the day is just 10, 15% of the profits, and you're really, really good. Because a lot of people who trade well, we usually have like one great day for the week, and then more or less just coasting to make small moves rest of the week, and that just didn't work before, but now that really is going to help. All right. Oh, it's good. So far, net positive is going 100%. Gold is 2 minutes away from Shanghai. Looks like it held a little bit. Let's see where the futures held. Futures held at the 50 level, but really nothing much here. Oh, you know what I did? I'm sorry. I forgot that I closed off all the labels. Let's go back to the labels. Okay. There's gold in all the labels. $400 is the session high. Well, it's 410 is the session high, but basically that 400 is where everybody is eyeing it. 20 seconds away from the open. Let's see if we get any kind of volatility right now. All right, Shanghai breaking lower, breaking really lower. All right, volatility candle here in Shanghai, big down move. But not really holding the lows. Interesting. So just probing, but not holding. Flush and a pump. And that's why one of the key things that we always talk about is you have to wait till the candle close to see if it's really, really a strong signal. Actually, we're going to play this. We'll see. I mean, we could have add-on sells, so I'm not by any means bullish here yet. But if they reverse the Shanghai dump here, I got to get long gold. Right now, dump. Let's see how far they go. Looks like they really want to take out the session lows, actually. Now it's starting to look really, convincingly negative. Really interesting that Asia is actually selling gold in the open, not buying it. A lot of confidence that this is a short-lived play. Thank you, Breach. Yes, please hit the like button. Just, honestly, have a good time. Download the Dots game plan with all the tools that I have included for you. Come hang out with us. Come trade. If you really want to seriously trade, come join our coaching. All right, so the sellers pushed it, but haven't really been able to do it. So I'm actually going to watch this out of the corner of my eye, because if the buyers can reverse the Shanghai Open high, you got to be long here, right? That was it. That was the shot that they took. Look at Nas. Look at Nas. Once we turned, we burned. Very nice. Very nice. Should have traded that trade over here. Just missed that one last trade. But overall, we did a good job today. Really, like, so much better trading. So much more control trading, right? I'm not fucking just churning and burning like I was on Wednesday and Thursday. And honestly, what's really anchored me was the reversal setups. Like the very idea that some of the best setups are in failed, some of the best trades are from failed setups, really puts you in a completely different mindset. Be like water. Who knows where that's from? All right, let's see how many old fogies there are here. Who knows where that quote is from? Whoever tells me who's the first quote from, I'll get Apex to give you a free account. I'll squeeze a free code out of them. Bruce Lee, indeed. Bruce Lee, the man. Exactly. Be like water. Keith gets it. Actually, I'll squeeze one out of Ola. See if we can get you, Bruce. Keith can get you an Ola account today. Bruce Lee was the greatest. Enter the Dragon. It looks like, look at this. The poll on Apex is actually very positive. Good job, guys. All right, I'm going to let them know. I'm going to let them know that not all very positive. I'm going to end the poll here. All right. Well, we have. Oh, let's take a look at gold. We haven't really looked at gold. Gold is they tested the lows here. Shanghai kind of pushed it around. I probably should have joined the sells, but I'm having a very hard time selling gold here. But I'm just letting my own biases. This is the other thing is it's okay to let your biases pollute your approach to the market, but it's not okay to let them force you to execute bad trades, right? So if I'm bullish gold, but I don't see any setups here that are bullish, I'm not going to get bullish gold because I'm feeling bullish gold, right? The worst that happens is I let go some of the good sell setups, but that's the key thing to being really disciplined about the approach. You can be wrong in your analysis, but you can't be wrong in your execution. Nice job, Breach. Very good. Look at this, 2K and 2 micros. What a move. I wish I had your patience. I wish I had a 10th of your patience. I wish I had 100th of your patience. But good job. I create the setups. You guys have the patience. That's the way it works. So gold is holding. So Shanghai. One of the things I've noticed, who is it? Saba, right? Clean. Tell me if I'm wrong, but the last week, the Shanghai Open gave you directional clues for the next 10, 15, sometimes an hour. In other words, that first move, I guess maybe we should be looking at this as a potential setup where we get the Shanghai move and they haven't broken, like it hasn't been reversed. It's a continuity move. Like you could just take that move with a stop against the high. And if it's not reversed, you're going to get lots of continuity. Because getting short here against this high, you had like 20 points, just a really big move in gold. And that's completely reversed. So we're positive on that. And how's gold? Gold is just dead in the water as usual. But those gold ran up to 72s, came back down to 71s, testing the lows. Yeah. I'm sorry, oil, not gold, but oil. All right. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. It was really, really fun. I'm glad some of you guys really hit some nice trades. Hope you guys had fun and enjoyed the ride with us. Tomorrow, hardcore, man. 8:45 with Kathy and then 9:30 on the open with me. I think we're going to get a lot of movement. It's going to be a lot of fun. Look at the breaking session highs here. Breaking session highs. Gotta like that trade, man. Ah, shit. Chasing that trade. I'm a little bit late on that trade. But anyways, I'll let you know how that plays out. But that is a session high breakout. We'd love to take those trades, see if they can play themselves out. Anyways, guys, I will see everybody tomorrow. Thank you so much. It's been a long night. I got to get myself organized. I got to put my daughter to bed too. And everybody have a wonderful day. I will see everybody when? Tomorrow morning, 8:45. Thanks again for hanging out with us. Everybody enjoy. Bye-bye. Don't forget all the trades, please.